Hiya, how are we doing? Had a bit of a later tea time today, so we're a bit late off the golf course, so we're a bit late in the bathroom. 4-1 shave from the last one where I used the Yates Precision Manufacturing 912M. Today I'm using the 912, I'm using the H plate from that set. So there's the plate there. This one's got a 1.02mm blade gap on it with a slightly positive exposure. I have used it for a head shave with the long handle. Today I'm using the stubby handle. 3/4 of an inch difference, but this one weighs 85 grams, this one weighs 58 grams, so there's just over an ounce difference between them. And we're using a Polsilver stainless on its third use. So far I've had nothing bad to say about this razor. It's easy to load, no overhang, which is always a good thing. You look at the top cap, this one is engraved with Yates Precision Manufacturing, YPM. I say I'm going to do the first pass. The stubby handle totally changes the feel of the razor. It makes it the balance point is roughly in the centre of the unknurled area, between the knurling, between the grooves. Right. Between the grooves here and here is where the balance point is, slap bang in the middle. The soap for today, it's been probably the warmest day on the golf course I had this year, or it certainly felt it anyway. My playing partner Betty Swallocks and I were very happy together. So we're going for menthol with OSP Eucalyptus and Menthol, and the brush is a Semogue handle. I think it was an 830, which has been reknotted with a Tuxedo knot in it. So my plan for today is to use the stubby handle for the first pass, and then we'll switch handles over for the second pass. We'll see how things progress from there. Is everybody well? It's been a cracking weekend. Weather-wise, it's been really nice. So today is probably, my head feels, well, my head knows it's been in the sunshine today. So OSP, made by James Riley, down in Surrey, in England. It's a tallow-based soap, and it's a cracking soap base. If you like tallow bases, and the scents are what they say on the tin. This one is Eucalyptus Menthol, so that's what it says and that's what it does. There's generally plenty of slickness with James's soaps. This is a next step up from the menthol of last week. It's still below cryogen. I think we might have overloaded, but hey, it might be a while getting water into this. But you know it's got eucalyptus and menthol in it. It was that bad today on the golf course. Before I left the golf club, I texted my good lady and said, "Do you fancy a McFlurry?" It's not something we partake of very often. McDonald's, but just like, oh yeah, cold ice cream. And while I'm fickering about with the lather, I'll get the razor in the bowl and get some heat into it. I reknotted the Semogue because it kept eating lather and it would never break in. It just kept on, after months and months and months, it just kept eating lather. I didn't have a Tuxedo. What I didn't realise was that the knot is about 21mm in diameter. And so this had to get reamed out to accept a 24mm knot, which wasn't that hard, took a bit of time. And you have a very, very deep bore on them, Semogue, if you're thinking about reknotting one. With an awful lot of glue in the bottom. Tweaked the camera again, turned off the zebra settings which were confusing the hell out of me. It was basically showing you parts of the screen that were possibly overexposed. I've tweaked the audio settings a little bit. And possibly sometime in the future we'll shove on an external microphone, see how that sounds. I think we're there or thereabouts with the lather. Yeah. So we've got the Yates 921 with a H plate fitted with a Polsilver stainless on its third use. The head shave I did with this, did it straight after the last video, while it was processing on the computer. And as far as the head shaves go, it was probably one of the smoothest I've ever had. So if you're a head shaver, and you, especially with the 4-inch handle, really easy. So if you're a head shaver and you think, oh, that might be the razor for me, the end plate works pretty well. So this is the H plate to do with a slightly bigger blade gap. Well, 0.64 on the end plate, and this is 1.02mm. Certainly likes to sing. If you like short handles, this is weighty in the hand. It has a decent girth to it. Who misses? Anybody new to the channel? Hello, my name is Martin. I'm English, I live in Scotland, and this bathroom's on in a village that has the most easterly part of Scotland in it, roughly 2 minutes walk from the North Sea. Yep, nimble enough. Right, we'll change handles. We'll go to the 4-inch handle, which is what the razor comes with. The stubby is an extra. So there's the 4-inch handle. As I said in the last video, it's got the same thickness or diameter as the handle on the Pils razor. Balance point. Let's try and find it. Right, balance point is right on the end of the knurling, just there. So you go from a balance point of there to a balance point of there. So handle lengthwise, let's have a quick look see. The balance points are roughly the same from the head on both the long handle and the stubby. Plenty of slickness on James's soap base, as I said before. It's tallow, and it's nice tallowy goodness, beefy tallow goodness. The razor with the stubby handle is probably a bit more agile in the hand. That makes sense. Easier to manoeuvre. One way to find out is to change mid-pass. So that's what we're doing. Yeah, it's a lot more agile despite the girth of the handle. Now the handle is slippy, especially for the fact they've got no knurling on them. We're here. Right, I would say that the H plate could easily be for a lot of people an everyday razor. Very much akin to the Start. It doesn't feel aggressive despite the blade gap. We've still got the extra heavy head to try yet, which is another 0.2 of a millimetre on the blade exposure, which should be interesting. But, akin to the likes of the Blackland, the liquid and everything else, because of the groove at the bottom. The groove here at the bottom. Your handle has to be the diameter to fit inside that. So the handles can be quite problematic to fit. And I'm not sure if they're actually using a M5x8 thread or whether it's something imperial. Because the top cap is quite thin, it's easy to get under the nose. I don't know if you can hear that, but there's certainly some decent feedback from the razor. When it's cutting hair, it lets you know there's hair there. Very much akin to Milk Progress. And that is a very underrated razor, especially in this day and age, in my opinion. A few weepers, but we'll have a face wash and then we'll come back with the post shave. A little bit of alum. Tastes horrible. That's that dried off. Right, water. It might be July, but the cold water in Scotland is still cold. As far as shaves go, very happy with that. Yeah, the top cap does fit. That's an Argon bamboo handle. So the top cap does fit that. No issues with threading because it is an M5 thread, or it appears to be. Like I said, the only issue you have is getting it into the groove, into the base plate, tighten the head up. A la Blackland and because only having the two handle sizes, 3 1/4 and 4 inch. 3 1/2 would be nice. Just a 3 1/2. The old bulldog style handle I think would be really nice as a in between, even if they kept a similar pattern, sort of the pattern that the two handles currently have. A 3 1/2 between them would fit in really well, I think. Anyhow, enough of that. That shave was spot on. Witch hazel? No, I'm not going to use it. I'm going to go straight to argan oil, which is peppermint and tea tree. This is Billy in the Tree. I quite like argan oil. Yes, it's an oil, so it's oily. No shit. as a moisturiser. Summer or winter, it goes into the skin really quickly, and it just works. You know, some people don't like the oily sort of feeling it can leave, especially in your hands with a bit of water. Your oil film, or the film of oil. And that's it, folks. So we shall have a quick recap of what we used today. This is putting the razor back together. Start with the soap, OSP Eucalyptus and Peppermint, or Eucalyptus Menthol even. Whee! Yeah, that did the job, lovely. And we loaded up with a Semogue handled Tuxedo, 24mm Tuxedo, which I pieced together a while back, probably over a year ago. I didn't have a Tuxedo and the Semogue was bugging me, so the knot got pulled. The razor was, and it still is, the Yates Precision. Yates Precision Manufacturing 921H, inside which there was Polsilver stainless on its third use. Crack and shave. I think the stubby handle makes the razor far more manoeuvrable than the longer handle. And I've got one head left to try, which is the extra heavy head. I've got a week until I need to forward it on to the next person in the pass round. So that's the Yates. Like I said in the last video, you can get a bundle of the handle, which is the 4-inch, that's the stock handle. 2 heads, $140. Yeah, that's it. Any comments? Leave them below. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.